The split step and the ready position are very closely related, and mechanically speaking, the split step is just a small hop you take. Behind me, I'm in the ready position, and to split step, I take a small hop. I'm not getting a ton of air, I'm only getting about an inch off the ground, and then I land, my weight transfers down. That's critically important. When you split step, the weight comes down, and I've got it on both feet, and if we zoom in a little bit, we can see a little bit more clearly what that's going to look like. I split about an inch of air, and then I land, and the weight centers down on both feet. And the split step is going to allow you to be more explosive than you otherwise would be able to. You're going to move more quickly, more explosively towards the tennis ball if you split and have the weight come down than if you were just standing in the ready position. Because what the split step does is it acts as a natural spring. When you split and your weight comes down, each leg is now coiled up and you can push off it more explosively than you otherwise would be able to. Let's talk about when you split and the timing of your split. Now, you want to split step every single time your opponent is about to make contact with the tennis ball. Since you don't know where he's going to hit it, you need to be able to move explosively in any direction around the court, and again, the split step lets you do that. Now, when do you time your split? Well, you want to be at your most explosive. So you want your weight down and your legs coiled like springs at the instant you realize where the tennis ball is going. And you're going to figure out where your opponent has hit the ball after the ball is off his string. So when it's traveling back at you, that's when you're going to realize, okay, it's coming to my forehand, it's coming to my backhand, it's going to be short, it's going to pull me back. And practically speaking, what that means is when your opponent starts to swing forward to hit the ball, that's when you split. So you want to be in the air at the instant your opponent makes contact. Behind me, we've got Andre and I split screened, and we're rallying in these shots. So let's take a look at how we move, and specifically when we split when each of us is about to hit the ball. So Andre on my left here is about to make contact, and as he swings forward, you can see now I'm starting to split step. So once he makes contact, I'm in the air, and then I land as the ball is traveling back to me, and now I can move out and adjust. And as I prepare to hit, and now I prepare to swing forward, Andre is now about to hit his split step. And once I make contact, the ball is now traveling back towards Andre. He's in the air, and then he lands, moves out to his ground stroke, and finally, one more time, he sets up, begins to swing forward, and now again, I'm hitting my split step. So as he makes contact, I'm in the air, and then I come down, and now I've realized where the tennis ball is going, so I can move explosively towards the ball very quickly. Let's look at the split steps of a couple pros. Behind me here, we've got Radek Stepanek, and he's hitting a split step, and he's about an inch off the ground. He's got his knees bent, and again, his upper body is pretty much exactly similar to the ready position. Racket's out in front of his body, arms in front of his body, racket head is angled slightly up. Here we've got Thomas Johansson. This is from the front, and again, he's about an inch off the ground, and if you actually just took his body and moved it down about an inch, it would look like he was standing on the court in the ready position. Now we've got Paul Goldstein, and again, he's about an inch off the ground, knees bent, racket and arms out in front of his body. And finally, let's bring it back to Tommy Haas, and again, his body position looks virtually identical to his body position in the ready position, but again, he's hitting his split step, so he's about an inch off the ground. Now let's go to a shot of two players. We've got Gael Monfils and we've got Marat Safin, and we'll take a look at the timing of the split step. In this particular shot, we're going to zoom in on Monfils, and right here he's making contact. This is on a serve. He hits the ball about 135 miles an hour, so he's at contact, and if we move over to Safin now, he is coming off the ground, so he's hitting his split step and rising up off the ground as Monfils makes contact with the tennis ball. In this next clip here, Monfils has now hit the ball, and the ball is off his strings, traveling over towards Safin, again, probably at over 130 miles an hour. And if we get a closer look at what Safin's doing, even though the ball is about to cross the net, Safin is in the air. He's probably at about the top of his split step right now. He's going to be coming back down. But again, what I want to highlight with that point is that even at an extremely high level of play, when the ball is coming at you extremely hard, you are still going to be in the air after the ball is off your opponent's strings, because again, in this situation here, Safin doesn't yet know where the ball's going. He simply just doesn't have enough time. The ball is being hit so hard, he doesn't know where it's going. So he's going to be in the air, and when he lands, at that moment, he will know where the ball's going, and then he can move as explosive as possible towards the tennis ball.